So the internet has been going crazy over something called the avocado. Apparently people just found out that you can actually sprout your own avocado tree from the pit of an avocado for just $19.99 if you buy their little boat. Now, don't get me wrong, it's an awesome little boat, but there are also lots of other ways you can sprout it for free. There's the toothpick method, which you can Google and find all sorts of information on, but I thought I would take a stab at their floating boat idea, but using something free, an egg crate. So this obviously doesn't cost anything other than the purchase of eggs, and I can fit 2 dozen in this one. So I don't eat that many avocados that quickly, so I'm gonna start with 3 and I'll show you my plan. First, pretty self-explanatory, cut this. So what I'm gonna do is just cut little holes out of the bottoms of these, but only every other row because we wanna make sure that some of them are still intact because they're gonna be what allows this crate to float still once there are avocados in it. So I'm just cutting a little X in the base of each of those, alternating rows. All right, so I've cut out the little X's. As you can see, I can fit my thumb through. Now I'm just gonna cut off the excess tabs here. I don't know if you can actually see that, seeing as it's clear, but you get the idea. Pretty self-explanatory. You stick them in the egg crate, making sure that there's a top pointy side and then the bottom side is a little bit more round. So you want the pointy side to be pointing up. And we'll set these in here. You can kind of slide them down into the plastic to make sure that they stay pinched and stable. You can see this one doesn't quite want to sink down, so I'm gonna just cut. Instead of cutting a bigger hole out, I'm just gonna cut 2 or a few little tabs right here to make sure we don't go too big, but that way I should be able to now slide it in and it'll just hold it right there. All right, so now we have our little Avocado Ark ready to go in the water. And now we wait. And we wait for a while. They should sprout in a couple weeks, maybe to a month. But you just want to change the water every couple weeks or so. Put fresh water in there, and then, yeah, I don't know if this will actually work. Theoretically it will. So I'll see you in a few weeks to see how it turns out. Well, I already made a design upgrade because the last one ended up looking more like an avocado Titanic than an avocado Ark. So the change is nice and simple. All I did was chop it in half. So these 4 outside holes, or outside slots, don't have any holes. They're completely solid. And then the 2 middle ones have the holes in the bottom so the avocado can stick out and get water. But that provides a much more stable raft. Even if you just have one, you'll see it's a little sideways. It works much better if you have 2 pits at a time. Just like an Ark, avocados go 2 by 2. So just make this little tweak, everything else is the same, and they should float and sprout nicely. If you decide to give this project a try and test it out with me, then let me know in the comments below or tag me on your favorite social media at MadeToMoveLife. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube, and we'll see you next week as we post videos every Thursday.